Quarterback.
You ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to live football action here at ACTV as we present senior night for Anderson County Mavericks. Anderson County is playing host to the South-Doyle Cherokees, and we can't wait for a fun day or fun evening of football tonight. As always, my name is Lee Fogarty. To my immediate left, I have my brother, Jared Fogarty. Far right, we got Dallas Cole. And to my immediate right here on the couch with me is Darren Leach. Darren, you are the principal of CRCS. We just saw a wonderful video of the Read Option Friday that's been going on. Tell us a little bit about Read Option Friday and what's been going on up there at CRCS.
Well, it's something that we do with the high school football players and have been doing since 2017, where they come up. It's a mentoring program. It's an educational program. They help our elementary students with homework. They come up just to befriend them. One thing that was really neat in the video that you may not have noticed, but all of our students were wearing jerseys with the numbers of the players that they partnered with.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so today we went down. Each year we do a read option down on the turf where our students go down to Anderson County High School. The players set up different football drills, obstacle courses, all of those sort of things. And then our kids, we spend an hour running through them, which I know their parents are happy because I'm sure all my kids are in bed right now getting ready to get a decent night's sleep. But that's been going on.
Or they're at the football game.
Well, they might be. But that's been going on between Anderson County High School and our school for, like I said, since 2017. And just to give a real big shout out to obviously the administration at Anderson County, but Coach Gillum, Coach Terry, Brandon Ford, Coach Ford, who works at our school. But not the things that you don't see is they do all the stuff with the football players, and that is fantastic. But our staff at CRCS, they're the ones that put all the academic stuff together. So when the players come up to our school, it's just like, here's your, like if we do readers theater, it's like, here's your parts, the kids are going to read this, and the football teams just jumps right in there. So our elementary staff does a lot of work too, and it just really means a lot for our kids that they would take the time to do that. Pretty cool stuff.
That's absolutely. And we'll talk about that more here in just a minute. Right now we're going down to the field for senior night celebration for all the seniors here at Anderson County. Thank you all so much for watching. And, again, we'll be right back with more live sports on ACTV.
Number 10, Dalen Cole, receiver and cornerback, son of Alicia Owens of Lake City. Number 12, Isaiah Hall, quarterback, son of Justin and Robin Smith of Anderson County. Number 17, Trey Rowe, receiver and safety, son of Edward Rowe and Taylor Rowe of Anderson County. Number 18, All-State linebacker and running back, Nick Moog, son of Lisa and Chris Moog of Norris. Number 20, place kicker punter, Josh Valero, son of Teresa and Joseph Valero of Anderson County. Number 21, Tyler Radcliffe, kicker and punter, son of Shannon and Michael Radcliffe of Butternut Drive in Norris. Number 40, Dominic McMillan, linebacker, son of Amanda and the late Don McMillan with siblings Mason, Eli, and Avery of Anderson County. Number 43, Bryce Leatherwood, son of Katrina and Travis Slover of Lake City, and Bridget and John Leatherwood of Anderson County. Number 52, Eli Nelson, offensive and defensive lineman, son of Stacy and Josh Nelson of Norris. Number 75, Grayson Bradshaw, offensive and defensive lineman, son of Ashley and Justin Bradshaw of Anderson County, and April Bradshaw of Anderson County. This group of seniors have won 36 games in the last 4 seasons. They are the back-to-back region champions for the 3rd time in this school's history, and were a part of a historic 15-0 run that ended with a 2022 state championship. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and give a Maverick round of applause for the senior class of 2023. At this time, we want to recognize our senior ROTC members. Audrey Wood, Stacy and David Wood of Andersonville, Brianna Merrittfield, Christy Williams of high school, Caleb Weatherington, son of Aaron and Michael Weatherington of Anderson County, Renee Shears, son of Karen and Billy Shears of Norris, Ethan Walton, son of Rebecca Clayman of Anderson County, Daniel Scruggs, son of Kenneth and Christina Scruggs of Anderson County, Rihanna O'Neill, son of Todd and Ramonda O'Neill of Anderson County. At this time, please give a big Maverick round of applause for our valuable ROTC members. Thank you, ROTC. At this time, we want to recognize our 2023 senior cheerleaders. Up first, Mason Farley, daughter of Tracy Farley of Oak Ridge and Mike Farley of Anderson County. Camry Goins, daughter of Becky and Paul Graham of Anderson County. Anna Hadney, daughter of Jessica and Wayne Hadney of Anderson County. Emily Ledford, daughter of Megan and Mark Ledford of Andersonville. Chloe Marlowe, daughter of Jackie and Tim Pyle of Lake City and Steve Marlowe of Anderson County. Annie Meyer, daughter of Holly and Lydell with Andrew and Alyssa Meyer of Anderson County. Zoe Robinson, daughter of Lydia Bullock of Andersonville. Let's have one more round of applause for our 23 Maverick cheer squad. At this juncture, we would like to recognize the fall of 23 cross-country team. First up, Emily Boring, daughter of Patrick and Sarah Boring of Andersonville. Caitlin Fisher, daughter of Jim and Susan Fisher of Andersonville. Louis Aguilar, son of Louis Aguilar and Roxana Oyavardos of Anderson County. Ryan Bassford, son of Matt and Christy Bassford of Anderson County. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to recognize the Anderson County High School Band. First up is Brianna Beatty. She is the daughter of Daniel and Denford King, and they live in Andersonville. Daniel Bowling. He is the son of Mark Bowling and Carrie Sherwood. They live in Anderson County. Lily Bowling. She is the daughter of Jennifer and Mark Bowling. They live in Anderson County. Charlie Cameron. She is the daughter of Amanda and Jerry Cameron, and they reside in Norris. Michael Curtin. He is the son of Chris and Jennifer Curtin, and they live in Norris. Emily Fairbank. She is the daughter of Danielle and Jonathan Fairbank, and they live in Anderson County. Eddie Harshberger. He is the son of Jenny and Jeff Harshberger, and they reside in Norris. Skylar Hahn is the son of Joshua Hahn, Chelsea Smith, Dalvin Simmons, and Chris Harmon. They live in Lake City. Eli Henderson. He is the son of Derek and Heather Henderson, and they live in Andersonville. Gavin Hill. He is the son of Craig and Jenny Hill, and they live in Andersonville. Gabrielle Lindsay is the daughter of Chris and Christy Lindsay, and they live in Anderson County. Tegan Lowry is the son of Aaron Mooney and the late Chelsea Lowry. They reside in Anderson County. Mary Jo Mattingly is the daughter of Charlie Mattingly, Leslie Holmes Leach, and Mark Leach. They live in Anderson County. May McCoy. May is the daughter of Tessa McCoy, and they live in Anderson County. Austin Moles. Austin is the son of Josh Moles, and they reside in Anderson County. Brooke Murray. Brooke Murray is the son of Dave and Rachel Murray, and they live in Anderson County. Summer Pennington. Summer is the daughter of Amber Calvert, and they reside in Anderson County. Caden Queener. Caden is the son of Justin Queener, and they live in Anderson County. Caitlin Rutherford. Caitlin is the daughter of Kathy and Marty Rutherford, and they live in Anderson County. Anderson County fans, please, one big final round of applause for our 23 marching band seniors. It should also be noted how impressive the amount of noise they make while the other team is on offense is very much appreciated by the football program. Thank you, band.
And we are just so happy to be able to bring you senior night here at Anderson County. A huge number of seniors with, between the band and cross country and all the fall sports and everything like that, just being recognized here tonight. Also, just a quick update, the Heritage and Clinton game is underway, and they are tied up at 7. Right now, we are going to go down to BJ Caldwell, and I think she's got a special guest who is going to give us some more information about Anderson County High School and their sports programs. BJ?
I'm BJ, and I'm here with Gary Terry, the athletic director for Anderson County High School. And can you tell us some amazing things that are going on in the sports program at Anderson County?
Well, it's been a crazy year, but a year that's continuing our standard in region championships. We won a region championship in volleyball, region championship in soccer, region championship in cross country, region championship in football. All four of those have carried it the last probably 7 years, I think. They've been carrying those championships over and over and over again. The expectation, the standard at our school is a championship for those programs, and they've carried that and done a great job for us this fall. Our cross-country team is traveling to Nashville next week. They'll be participating in the state championship down there. Our volleyball team just returned from the state championship with a semifinal loss down there, so we were excited about them and the things that they did there as well. Football is getting ready to start the football playoffs. We should play the first round, second round here at home. We'll travel the third round. If we win there, we'll bring the fourth round back to Anderson County for an opportunity to go for our second state championship.
Awesome. As you can hear, guys, there's a lot of great things happening in a sports program at Anderson County High School. And we're going to cut it back to you because they're about to start their pregame.
Yeah, let's cut the lights and go. Go Mavs.
Thank you, BJ. That's awesome. It's always good to hear from Coach Terry. So 7 straight, district and region titles and everything for the football team.
I got a question for Darren.
Okay.
So, Darren.
Yes.
Just seeing the intensity that Coach Terry has when talking about sports in Anderson County, did you wake up this morning and have the same breakfast that he ate?
Well, I don't know. That's a pretty high standard. I will say that you never have to worry about where Coach Terry's allegiance lies. It is unquestioned.
Yeah.
And we're going to go back to the field real quick, and then we'll kind of get game predictions and just some thoughts right after the presentation of the colors by the Junior ROTC there at Anderson County.
Yeah, and they're going to have an exciting pregame intro
Oh yeah, the
tonight.
entrance for for the Halloween game's always fun. So we'll be right back here at ACTV Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Once again, a fantastic job of the presentation of the colors and then the singing of the national anthem as the band goes into their pregame routine. Dallas, your thoughts on the game tonight? I hadn't heard much from you yet. It's been kind of a quick intro. What do you think going into tonight?
I definitely think that Anderson County has brought up their schedule. They started off kind of slow with a few games, but coming in had a good win against Clinton. They had a tough battle, aka a tough loss against West. West, the reigning champs.
Yeah, what was it, 8-7? 8-7?
That was 8-2.
8-2?
It may have been
No, I
8-2.
think it was. Yeah. Anyway, there's also an update on the score. Clinton has scored again, so that score is 14-7. Clinton's at home taking on Heritage tonight. So
On their senior night,
Yeah,
so
on their senior
congratulations to all their seniors. One thing that we want to just kind of come back to real quick, to do with the CRCS, what we opened up the program to tonight.
With an awesome video.
And then if they start their pregame coming in, we might have to interrupt it again. But real quick, Darren, we just want to shout out to some of the actual players who come in and have done we'll get back to that as
Oh yeah, we got to see this.
we've got to see as their entrance every year for the Halloween game, last game of the year at home, is always a special one. So once we hear the music, we'll back off, let you see the entrance, and then we'll be back for live football action here on ACTV. And again, as always, the seniors lead out of the the tunnel there, and they've got all their masks and everything on. It's always just it's a fun entrance to football. So back to what we were talking about, the opening up of the broadcast with the CRCS. Tell us a little bit more about that. Tell us some of the people involved, and just so we can give some shout outs to the high school students that come out and that participate in this.
Absolutely. These guys have been coming up pretty regularly every Friday since the start of school, and I just want to acknowledge them and their work. Xavier James, Landon Engel, Elijah Archer, Dalen Cole, Zach Hapney, Zay Hall, Trey Roll, Nick Moog, Josh Valero, Dominic McMillan, Eli Nelson, and Grayson Bradshaw. We've had a few others that have come up to volunteer, but these guys are pretty consistent every week. And you guys were in high school, and there's a lot of things that a lot of high school guys would rather be doing than coming up and hanging out with a bunch of elementary kids. But these guys do it each week. They come up, they get down on the floor with our kids, they play games with our kids. Sometimes they are mentors for our kids as well.
And we have the head coach of Anderson County, Coach Gillum, with BJ. BJ, go ahead.
Yes, Coach Gillum, tonight's senior night. There's a lot of emotions brewing on the sidelines. What did you tell your guys in the locker room to get them ready for tonight?
Well, hopefully we're ready for a year's worth of preparation, but there's a lot of emotion tonight. It is senior night. It's always a time that, kids look and realize my time's running out. So we try and talk a little bit about the value of time and not wasting opportunities. So hopefully we take that to heart and we don't waste not just tonight, but don't waste any plays and go out and play hard.
Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, BJ. And adding Darren and BJ down on the field has been such a great thing for our broadcast, being able to get some quick interviews and even some longer interviews down there on the sideline last week at Clinton and then also tonight at Anderson County. Just gives a better feel for the game. But thank you, BJ. Great job down there with Coach Gillum. So last week we had Sleepy's 5 keys to the game. So this week you got Coach Ford, the wide receivers coach for Anderson County,
yep.
And you got what we're calling Ford's 4.
I do.
And we had a discussion beforehand. I had a feeling that some of them will be similar, but there's also a difference in there. So go ahead with Ford's 4. Let us know what Coach Ford thinks are the 4 most important things for them to be able to win tonight.
So Coach Ford is the PE teacher at CRCS. So I have during the day, I have unfiltered access. And so this morning I asked him, what are your focuses, your focuses for the game? And he said 4 things. He said, number 1, that Anderson County's got to value the football and protect it. Number 2, they've got to limit their penalties.
Okay.
Number 3, they need to tackle well.
Those are 3 similar to Sleepy's from last week.
Indeed. And number 4 is he felt like it was important for them to play like they practice, meaning that they know what to do, they've gone over it, everyone knows their assignments, they just need to execute that on the field.
And I think that's what every coach wants, is them to finish the plays, finish those drives, and really learn how to finish games and not, take your foot off the brake or come up short, because that's when you can, have some bad things happen. So it looks like South-Doyle won the toss. They were elected to receive, so they will start with the ball here in the first half. Anderson County will get the ball starting the second half. Once again, thank you all so much for watching ACTV Sports. We are at the home of the Mavericks in Anderson County as they take on the South-Doyle Cherokees.
If you're just joining us and you're watching us on social media and you're used to watching us on TV,
right,
on Comcast, our channel has changed.
We're still on Comcast.
We're still on Comcast.
But
our channel has just changed. We had nothing to do with that. Comcast has reshuffled a lot of their channels. So we're on channel 1083 on Comcast if you would like to turn over there and watch us on a larger television rather than a tablet or a phone.
Yes.
So we're on channel 1083 on Comcast. We're still on channel 99 on Uverse, and you can always find us online at andersoncounty.tv. Lots of archived things on there that you can go tune into, and obviously watch us live here for these football games. And we're about to get things underway here at the Bull Ring.
At the Bull Ring.
At the Bull Ring.
At the corral, if you will. South-Doyle comes in, as you see at the bottom of your screen, 2-7. Their two victories come against Carter and against Austin East. It was a shootout against Austin East. I believe it was like 57-54 or something along those lines. And they're 1-4, I believe, in the district.
So it's been about a month or so since we've done an Anderson County game. So let's kind of talk about their 5-4 record just a little bit. Their 4 losses have come to state title contenders that are above their
5
class.
and 6A.
Yeah.
Yep. And the ball goes into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchback. So their losses, they lost to Powell, they lost to West, they lost to Dobbins Bennett, and I can't think of the fourth
Is
one.
it Science Hill?
It may have been Science Hill.
I'm
He's
pretty sure it's
correct.
Science
It
Hill.
is Science Hill.
I believe
So-
you're right.
So that's going to be, and that was early season.
Yeah, all
but
5
they-
and 6A schools.
Right, but once they hit district or region play, they've been undefeated. They did beat Clinton, who's not in their district or their region, but that is where they come up to the 5-4 record. So they are still region champs. They're going to be the number 1 seed. As Coach Terry said in his quick interview, they're going to host the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. If they get that far, 3rd round would be on the road, and if they were to keep going, the 4th round would be back at home at Anderson County. And, Jared, there's a possibility maybe we get to head down to Chattanooga again this year for a state championship game. That was fun to do last year.
I know. It was a lot of fun. We went down there and enjoyed the festivities down there. It was the first time for Anderson County in their 40-year history. So,
And now South-Doyle's at 2nd-7.
I think Anderson County is already making an early statement. If you look, they're going with 3 down linemen. I think they feel like they can put enough pressure with 3.
And they get the quarterback in the backfield, take him down. And, so they started at the 20-yard line on a kickoff. So they've been getting back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the
9.5.
No, they're on the other side. Oh, well, okay, fine.
There you
9.5.
go. There you go.
It's a mobile down marker.
For this game, for the Anderson County, I feel like they got a really good chance because we didn't do our score predictions yet either before the game started.
Well, go ahead. Dallas, what's your score prediction?
I will say mine will be 28-17, Anderson County with the win.
All right.
28-17.
Yeah. I was
Darren?
pretty spot on last week.
Well,
You're going to be way off this week.
I kind of agree with you, Jared. I think it's I think it's going to be kind of and I hate to do this, but I think it's going to be kind of a laugher. I think Anderson County wins 52-7.
Well, I think we're going to have a running clock in the second half. That's why I don't think Anderson County might not get to 52.
Good punt, though.
I think Anderson County will get up by 30, and we'll have that running clock in the second half. Jared,
My eyes roll. Heritage cries. Mavericks by 50.
Heritage isn't playing. Or they're playing Clinton.
Or, I mean, South-Doyle. Sorry, I was looking at the score of the Clinton Heritage game.
Did Clinton
No.
score again? They're getting ready to
Yes.
kick off.
Yeah, Clinton scored again, 21-7. But Anderson County is going to win big. I think they put a 50 spot up, and if they score, if South-Doyle scores, it'll be late when Anderson County puts some of the young guys in.
I'm going to go 42-6. Again, I don't see with the running clock, it's hard to get up into the 50s unless both teams are in the 50s. As Moog gets out, gets a nice about 15-yard run to start the game. I think it's going to be a heavy dose of Moog tonight, and I'm going to go Anderson County in the 40s. I'm going to do 42-6.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you just a little bit. I think Moog will actually get most of the carries to start the game. But I think Anderson County will use this as an opportunity to work on their passing game as they go into playoffs.
Okay.
Because I think their level of competition is going to increase, especially after the first 2 rounds. And Anderson County is going to need to be able to put the ball in the air to compete, because these guys will be able to put 6, 7 guys in the box and stop the run.
The only thing that I would counter that with is Moog is a Mr. Tennessee football finalist. So with that, they may want to try to pad some stats and get him, because they haven't had a Mr. Football in Anderson County in a little bit.
Look at the difference between how the defense that South-Doyle is playing versus Anderson County. I mean, they've got a lot of people near the line of scrimmage. I think they're pretty concerned about Mr. Moog.
Oh yeah, they should be.
Direct snap. Oh,
And
never
Moog
mind.
didn't
Yeah,
play-
it was direct snap.
And Moog didn't play the first few games. What was it, the first 2 or 3 games?
Yeah,
see?
and that's when they were losing also. Look, Moog picks up another about 13, 14 yards. Again, it's going to be first down, Anderson County. And he's just kind of running at will right now. So let's see if Anderson County uses this to open up the pass, or if they're just going to hand the ball to the big fella and see if they can just march right down the field with it.
Yeah, Moog is already averaging like over at 9 yards a carry, so.
It's early, though. It's early.
I would like to note that Anderson County has a little, if I'm not mistaken, it's a little Columbia blue I see in
It's
their little
their
homage to Lake City.
It is. It's their Lake City
The
alternate
cradle of
uniforms.
civilization.
Yeah.
That's where I was. That's
The
where I was
cradle.
born.
The cradle of civilization.
Don't think I've ever heard that.
Between Darren Leach and the great Wayne, having a brain.
Phillips,
yeah, the great Wayne Phillips playing running back out at Lake City High School.
Did he? Was he nominated for a Heisman back then?
I think so. High school Heisman.
Yeah.
High school Heisman finalist Wayne Phillips.
Gatorade All-American.
He takes a snap. Oh, over the middle.
Nice.
Reception there by number 10 for
Dalen
Anderson County,
Cole.
Dalen Cole. And that's going to be another first down for the Mavericks.
Solid move there. The way their South-Doyle is playing defense, that secondary location behind the linebackers is wide open on that quick slant.
Yeah.
Nice read there by Anderson County.
And like you're saying, they're loading the box up. I mean, they're just showing 3, but they're sending. Well, now they didn't.
Well,
They sent
look,
4, but that's what I'm saying. They're sending 6.
They got 6 right now. Zay Hall getting ready to take the snap. Moog still in there to his right. 4 wide receivers set, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Motion. Zay is rolling out. He's going to keep it. He tucks it. Makes one guy miss. Tackled from behind. Looks like by number 7, Ronaldo Phillips.
Pick up a 5, 6
for the
something like that.
Cherokees. And it's going to be second down and 4.
They're in the red zone.
Today at our read option event down in Anderson County, there was another player that was there, and I was trying to encourage him, and I referred to him as QB1. He was throwing some passes to our kids, and Zay heard that, and he quickly corrected me. He was not QB1.
Zay's QB1. Well, right now, Moog takes the direct snap. This time he pitches it to the outside. And
Nice
number
little spin
19
move.
there for Anderson County.
Picked up a couple more.
Trent Strickland takes it, and I believe that's going to be another first down for Anderson County, and it's going to make it first and goal for the Mavericks from the 9-yard line. I believe it's first and goal. I can't see the sticks on the other side right now just to make sure, but
I believe you are correct, my friend.
thank you, sir. Zay back in the shotgun. This time they have trips bunched up to the left or
Throwing
at the
it
top
to
of your
the corner.
screen.
Watch this. Throwing it to the
Strickland
corner.
goes in motion. He's out as a blocker to number
Touchdown.
14. Turns the corner. Touchdown, Mavericks. Evan Pyatt gets into the end zone for the first touchdown of the evening for Anderson County. Zay Hall to Evan Pyatt. Evan Pyatt is a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, and he gets his first the first touchdown for Anderson County. Anderson County lines up to kick the extra point.
A man, Reese Russell, on the hold there for the Mavericks.
Got a flag right there.
got to give a shout out to Reese's mother. She came by. We had a door decorating contest at CRCS, and
How'd you finish?
I didn't have to decorate my door. There are only two good things about being principal. One, you have a key to every room, and two, you don't have to decorate your door.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Very nice. Well, that was going to be encroachment was the call on South-Doyle. Anderson County declines, so Josh Valero lines up to add the extra point. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good. Anderson County, with 5:52 left to go here in the first quarter, takes the lead 7-0 over the South-Doyle Cherokees.
It's a good thing we don't have to do push-ups tonight for our scores, because I think we would, we would all be in better shape, I think. But I think this is the first of many.
I can do 7.
I'll check with you in the second half.
Yeah. I said I can do 7. I didn't say I could do 57.
I mean, there's not a lot to complain about on the Mavericks opening drive. They pretty much established what they wanted to do, did whatever they wanted to do.
Very balanced run pass.
Absolutely. I think, maybe this is an opportunity to get some – I know I'm saying this on the first drive in the first quarter, but maybe this is an opportunity to get some younger players some reps before they get into the postseason.
Or get some of the seniors that may not play as often. Get them into the game a little bit more. Kickoff once again by number 21, Tyler Radcliffe, who comes down to the 10-yard line. Number 12 for South-Doyle returns it out, DJ Dawson.
About the 38.
And he gets pushed out of bounds. Nice little return there.
Absolutely. He's quick as a hiccup once he caught the ball.
28-yard return.
There's America's favorite dog. Ella once again on the scene.
Ella out there retrieving the tees, as has been the tradition the past few years here at Anderson County.
I believe she did get a state championship collar.
Ooh, very nice.
Fantastic.
Because I don't think you can put a ring on the knuckle of a dog.
Probably not.
No, but that should be false start. Looked like the offensive line. Oh, batted down. Number 52 for Anderson County puts that big paw up, knocks it down. Eli Nelson with the deflection.
The read option attendee, just mentioned it.
Cole, had that big gain earlier too, and I thought you'd point that one out.
Yet another read. I'm just.
and then Moog pretty much carried that drive. He's a read option guy.
That's
too.
true. And there's a rumor that Gavin Noe is going to be on the field or at Anderson County tonight, and of course he's at the Naval Academy right now as getting special teams play as a freshman. And actually the whole Noe family are kind of read option alum. We had Jackson, we had Trey, and Gavin. So there is a theme.
That was stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Anderson County. I believe it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for South-Doyle. Anderson County, they go deep. He's got it. He's got a couple steps on him, and he catches it inside the 30. Anderson County holding on to him inside the 25-yard line.
Dalen Cole.
Yeah,
that was a nice pass there from
Sure.
from the quarterback for South-Doyle, number 1, Maddox Cup. Right into the breadbasket. Perfect pass as the biggest play of the night for South-Doyle.
And it looks like South-Doyle is a really passing team offense. Not many run plays, but also it's showing Anderson County's running the 3 on the defensive line. So,
well, I think it'll give an opportunity for Anderson County to run some stunts up front. So,
and play action, throws
intercepted.
Out of the back of the end zone.
Deflected by number 2, Waylon LaRusso.
He had good position on it. Like, if anybody was going to come down on it I think it was going to be him. But the pass just goes out of the back of the end zone. That quarterback for South-Doyle, Cup, really has a pretty decent arm.
Yeah, it looks like he really likes throwing it deep. So we'll see if he keeps that up tonight. But I think they'll go to probably the more shorter halfback screens or shorter wide receiver screens by the end of the night.
Well, Anderson County, they have their linebackers. Well, most of their linebackers are super athletic, so they can cover guys if need be. So it's like almost having a nickel
Keeps it,
defense out there.
cuts up inside, gets right about the 20-yard line. He stood up. He pushes forward. He gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line, depending on where they mark it.
And I'm going to have to shout out number 1. What's his name?
Cup.
Yeah. The Jordan 1 cleats again. It looks like that's been a real recurring theme for a lot of teams this year.
I haven't seen a ton of other Jordans that they've come out with the cleats with yet. It's pretty much just been the
Team
ones.
colors, yeah. But those are the lows. Those are pretty nice.
I've seen baseball cleats with them. I've seen
They came out with
football.
golf shoes.
Yeah. And me and Darren are sitting over here just like, what?
I mean, I've got my New Balance on. I'm not.
Those are for orthopedic purposes. You're 40.
Maddox hands the ball off. Number 5 is stretched to the outside, tries to cut it
And
back.
he goes back the other way.
And he makes the guy miss.
Got the first.
He's pushed out of bounds, forced out of bounds at around the 10.
Number 6,
I believe there might be a flag on the play.
Claybo. Probably holding.
It looked like it, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't see any laundry. It is going to be holding against South-Doyle. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, and it will still be 3rd down. See where they drop the flag at. It's hard whenever they cut back that far across the field and everything. So it's going to be 3rd down and right at 10 for the Cherokees.
This would be a good opportunity for the defense to bow their neck here and stop them. I don't know that they're going to kick a field goal. They're not going to win that way, so I would expect that
They're not going to kick a field goal from there because from there it would be like a 42-yarder.
Yeah.
I mean,
whether they get this first down or not, I expect they will go for it.
Yeah. So, yeah, you're probably looking at 2 downs from here.
It'd be about a 41-yarder from the spot right now.
Yeah, and number 6 is
He's
wide
wide
open.
Wheel route.
Oh, and dropped it.
That was a well-designed play. He ran right behind the zone, and he was wide open.
I mean, you can't
So
ask
they're
to
gonna
be more
bring
wide
out-
open than that.
They're going to bring out a kicker, it looks like.
It's number 1. Oh, he's
He's
the
the holder.
He's the holder.
I was about to say. That'd be pretty impressive.
So it's a
quarterback
40-yard field goal.
Let's see who's their kicker. I can't see a number down there. I'm looking on there. Looks like number 10, Taylor Wilson.
And also there's number 13.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
What a kick.
and he made it.
He
made
drilled
it.
that one.
Yeah, that's a great
So,
kick.
Pretty good
you
kick
were
for
saying
high
about
school.
him not going to kick the field goal from
Hey, most high schools don't have a kicker like that, okay?
The best kicker I've seen.
I
was
admit
my-
I did a poor job scouting the kicker for tonight's game.
The best kicker I've seen in high school was my freshman year.
The Oak Ridge kid?
No, Carnes. He hit a
Yeah.
63-yarder, and it wasn't like centered up. It was like he had to curve it in.
That Oak Ridge kid was good too, man. We
Okay.
talked about them last time.
I know, but I mean, you just always got to talk about a good kicker because they're rare.
And Darren was a toe kicker back in the day.
Kickers
He-
and punters
Straight
are
on.
football players, too.
He came off, he played both ways. So he had to come off, put his toe kick and shoe on. He put a block of wood at the end of it.
all that.
Kind of like a Steve Spurrier type.
I had to unfold my helmet from my back pocket, right? That's the whole thing.
Oh,
Those
you said
leather helmets.
Oh, yeah. I thought they had just the shell. I didn't think they'd put masks on them yet.
And
But
the
I at
balls
least
are
thought you
more-
had the
He
hard
was the
shell.
first year. It was the
The
first
balls
year.
are more round too. They weren't really.
More of a
Rugby style.
Yeah.
style ball. The forward pass, was that legal when you played? Or
We were starting it.
Yeah. They were ahead. They were
ahead of their time? Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about throwing the ball. 3 things can happen and 2 of them are bad. So
This is true.
So number 16, Isaiah Mitchell, lines up, kicks it off.
Good kick.
Received at about the 7-yard line. Strickland returns it all the way up to about the 27,
Yeah.
where the Mavericks will take over on downs. 3:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Anderson County leads 7-3. So let's see what they draw up on offense this time. They had some success in the air and a lot of success on the ground. So they really, their playbook's pretty much wide open right now.
I like them to go to the air on first down. We'll see.
It looks like they got double backs.
Pitch is over to number 2.
The
Gets
block.
around the corner. He got it maybe about 5 yards before he stepped out of bounds.
6. Bring up 2nd and 4, I believe.
That's going to be Waylon LaRue on that little pitch right there.
You know, I have 3 daughters.
I know. I've met him.
I know you do.
Okay.
And but if I had a son, Waylon would definitely be a name that would be on my list. Now, it probably wouldn't be on my wife's list, but it would definitely be on mine.
Strickland goes in motion.
Wow.
Pitch
what a
to the
fake.
inside. Number 8 for Anderson County leaps over a defender, gets tripped up. But a nice run there for Xavier James.
They had us fooled.
You had a lot of motion. You had Moog back there, and then you had Strickland in motion, and then it was just a little flip. I guess that actually counts as a pass.
It should.
Yeah, it's
It
passing
was
yardage right
forward.
there. Yeah. And nice yards after catch there for Xavier. Zay in the shotgun formation again, 5 wide receiver, empty backfield. Quick throw out to number 10,
Dalen
cuts to
Cole.
the inside, and he gets down to about close to the 45 in Cherokee territory.
Number 7's looking for somebody to help him off the ground, and the lineman just not paying attention to him. The weirdest things I find amusing.
Do what?
I said the weirdest things I find amusing.
Well, your wife does too. That's how she ended up with you, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Sense of humor.
Got him. All right, so Zay.
Another pitch.
Oh, a couple
Triple.
pitches. Oh, nice blocking, and they're doing everything that they can to get Xavier on the ball right there.
The Mavericks are
Yeah,
getting
Xavier James.
extremely creative with their
Well,
offense tonight.
How many tosses was that?
3,
At least.
but you know I think they're trying to show some wrinkles for people in the playoffs to have to be worried about.
I just knew they were going to throw that ball the way they were lined up.
Yeah,
And
it looked like just the double pass. Moog gets it to the out, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. May picked up 1 yard. So it's going to be 2nd down, and we'll still call it 10. 2nd down and 10 for Anderson County.
it's been a really quick quarter. We're down to nearly a minute left, and not a lot of incompletions. Clock's been running
Lots
pretty
of
regularly.
running,
Yeah.
a lot of running plays, not the big chunk plays.
The offense at Anderson County has kind of evolved over the last several years. They used to run not as fast as like what Tennessee does, but
But
they
a
ran
spread.
a lot of plays quickly.
Another screen to Dalen Cole.
Cole gets spun out of bounds, gets inside the 30 down to about the 29.
I guess they're ruling he stayed in. The clock's still moving.
I like those. I like these uniforms. I like the Laker blue on there.
Columbia blue.
Yeah, it's for Lake City. That's why Rocky Top, but that's why I called it Laker blue.
Coal Creek Blue.
With
See, all that does is testify that you guys aren't from there because it's Columbia blue.
And it looks like he's going to be short, maybe a
yeah,
yard or two.
about a yard short of a first down.
But I would say they go for it coming off the end of the first.
Yep, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. With your score, Anderson County 7, South-Doyle 3. So not quite as much scoring as what we expected. But still, Anderson County's, really, really done a good job so far. And we're going to toss it down to BJ as she has a interview on the sideline. BJ, go ahead whenever you're ready.
I'm I'm here with 4 of the volleyball girls that went to state. I wanted to say congratulations on your appearance to state this year. That came in 4th in the entire state for volleyball. And this is senior Jalen Bullock. And Jalen, can you just tell us what the past 4 years of volleyball has meant for you?
It has meant family. There's nothing really else to describe it as. It's so special having a team that you're so close with, and getting to go to state every year and make an appearance and fight for a ring is something that I will never forget and always cherish.
Now, this is your senior season, but you got to share it with your freshman sister, Emery. So tell me, how special was that for you this year?
I honestly can't put it into words. She's like my best friend, and having her by my side and on the court was like an answered prayer, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Well, congratulations, girls, on your winning season. And guys, back to you.
Thanks, BJ, and congratulations to the Maverick volleyball program, continuing that excellence that Gary Terry was talking about, during his interview process.
Well, little known fact, Lee, Jalen and her sister Emery used to be neighbors to me and my wife, and they used to come over and just walk in the house and pet our dog. So how about that?
They're great girls.
Absolutely.
And they definitely get it from the mom's side of the family. I'm not quite sure about.
Yep.
No.
Got some concerns about Brad?
No, I love Brad. Brad and I played like on some softball teams and stuff. I love Brad. Any chance I get, though, I like to give him a hard time.
Hey, Lee, those siblings right there showing lots of love to one another.
First off, you can tell they're girls and they're young, because once they get older, they realize your brother or sister is not going to be your best friend forever. Lauren is, but not you.
Okay. I was wondering where I ranked. Let me get my name off the bottom of your shoe down here.
Another penalty there. I'm not sure if Anderson County moved or if South-Doyle caused it. Let's see what the call is. It's going to be offsides or encroaching.
So it looks like.
False start on Anderson County.
Did
So
they get
had
the first down earlier?
No, they were short, weren't they?
So,
I hadn't seen the sticks yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if we could get a look at the down and distance.
Because they were about
There
4th
we
and
go.
11.
Fourth and 11. They're going for it.
I would say it's probably a trick play here. That would be.
They may not need to.
Oh, never mind.
He rolls out, lets the ball go. Good pass and catch.
Did he get it? Where's he going to get
right
the spot?
on the line, and I believe that's going to be a first down.
It's going to get her done.
Nice catch, right at the.
Yeah,
good hands catch.
It is going to be a first down, Anderson County. They needed to get to the 25, and he got exactly there.
And as the defense player, he kind of went lower. So
yeah, he just stuck his
that's
hands
what I'm
up
saying.
over him and
Yeah.
just caught it. No time has gone off the clock here in the second quarter.
Well, that's good. Helps my prediction.
The Dragons are up 21-7
with 3 minutes
about
left.
3 minutes and 48 seconds. It looks like in the second quarter.
Heritage is punting the football to them.
So first
Heritage, I had a good comeback win last week against, was it Central?
Strickland in motion. Hands off to Strickland. He's trying to get around the edge.
Oh, what a block by Moog.
20. Gets down to 15. Spun out of bounds right around the 10.
I don't know. I did not catch the number, but whoever Moog blocked.
Yeah,
it was. They didn't have a good afternoon. I can tell you that.
No, that was. Man, he really got out in front of that and really cleared the path for him. Excellent block there by Moog. That's what you want to see. Your quote-unquote star players out there doing the little things, throwing blocks.
And
they're moving Hall to a wide receiver and Moog in the Wildcat.
I want to see him throw it.
Fakes, gets around the edge. He gets
off
away.
the
He gets to the 5, cuts back up.
Touchdown.
At the end zone, touchdown, Nick Moog. Moog punches it in from about 10 yards out. Anderson County takes a 10-point lead pending the extra point. That was a nice run there by Moog. It looked like he was going to be stopped at the original line of scrimmage, and he was bottled up. But he pushed his way through, got to that corner. And there's a flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Encroachment once again on defense. That's the second extra point in a row. They've lined up off sides. Anderson County declines it. They don't want to move up because they don't want to go for two. So they'll line up to knock through to attempt the extra point. Valero's kick is up.
Good kick.
And it's good. Anderson County extends their lead out to 11. 10:58 left to go here in the second quarter. Anderson County 14, Cherokee of South-Doyle 3. So again, another very balanced drive by Anderson County. Run, pass, mix it both in. Finish it off with the wildcat or the direct snap to Moog. That was a very good, another great drive by Anderson County's offense.
Moog's such an asset to have. I mean, the way Anderson County they're using him tonight, he's so versatile. I mean, you line him up at running back, you line him up at quarterback. I mean, I know they don't use this word anymore, but they've used him in what I would refer to as a fullback several times as a lead blocker.
Blocker, yeah,
absolutely. I mean, like he's a skilled, and just so happens he's also involved in our read option, and he's an incredibly nice young man.
You know, Lee and I were down at the state championship game last year, and he got injured during that football game. And you know, he shared duties with No last year. They both took plenty of reps at running back, but you could just see on his face just how devastated he was, because he wanted to be out there. And, and so
he and Gavin made a really nice 1-2 punch on that 2022 squad.
Well, it's kind of interesting.
Receives it at the 8. He returns it. He gets out past the 35, dances around, spun down at around the 42-yard line. Excellent field position for the Cherokees to start out this
Gavin
drive.
won MVP of the football game, and as soon as they handed him a trophy, he ran it over and gave it to Moog.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they were really close last year, and Moog was, you know, because Gavin was hurt for part of the year, and so Moog actually became the bell cow for him, for Anderson County for most of the season. And it was just, it was great to see, and he got to get out there and celebrate with his team and everything afterwards. It was a fun atmosphere.
Deep ball. Caught by number 7.
And he's got it to the 10.
That's a touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown, South-Doyle. Number 7, Ronaldo Phillips. No flag on the play. Touchdown will stand, and it is 14-9 Anderson County.
You know, South-Doyle, so far, they're doing a really good job of getting behind our secondary. I mean, they've got some speed on the edge, and they're maximizing that, getting behind Anderson County secondary, and once they get a step, they seem to be really proficient at turning them into 2 and 3 steps.
Well, and the thing is, Anderson County is either going to, number one, need to get more pressure quicker on the quarterback, or they're going to have to tighten up the secondary. And the kick is good. South-Doyle brings it another point closer, 14-10 with 10:40. A lot of exciting plays, a lot of points right here in the past, 2 minutes. Started the second quarter.
You know, they have a rule in the secondary. If you're a safety, it's called the 21-man rule. You're supposed to keep 21 men in front of you. And somebody didn't adhere to that rule on that play.
Well, I can tell you one person right at the moment, probably the most concerned man or disappointed man or maybe even upset man in Anderson County is Coach Tony Lambert. He will not be happy one bit.
No. And, I mean, that's the second time that their wide receivers have gotten behind Anderson County's defense. And it looks like Clinton has scored once again, and they have extended this lead out to 27-7 over Heritage. Still in the second quarter.
With 39 seconds to go.
So Anderson County's had a couple opportunities to return these kicks on the kickoffs. That hadn't always been the case this season. So let's see what the Mavericks can do here on this kickoff. There's still a lot of time here. Looks like somebody jumped early as South-Doyle tries to go for an onside kick there. Somebody's White hat. So here they go again. Let's see if they actually kick it deep this time. And they do.
Pretty good kick.
Anderson County receives it at about the 10. Strickland tries to get to the outside, turn up the corner. He gets past the 30 down to about the 32-yard line. And that's where Anderson County will take over on this next series.
Was that Cole?
Yeah,
Dalen Cole?
Was that Dalen?
Yeah,
I thought
Dalen.
it was 19.
Isn't
Oh, it
he
was
part of the
Strickland.
read option?
Yeah, it was
Dalen
Strickland.
Cole? Absolutely.
But it was Strickland that returned it.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, 19.
Maybe they should start running the read option.
Who
I
knows?
love a good read option, especially like 2014 Oregon. Right out of there, great read option.
Hold. Keep it.
Literally.
So here comes Zay in the shotgun formation. Moog to his left. No. Yeah,
Yeah,
Moog
that's
to
Moog.
his left.
You know, when Moog steps over to that Wildcat, that's basically what he runs, except for he never throws it.
Yeah.
But he has the option to hand it off or run it. Moog takes the handoff, turns the corner,
Good
cuts
hold.
back across,
Boom.
puts his shoulder down, gets out to about the 40-yard line, I believe. I think it's going to be enough for a first down. Oh, 45. Yeah, clearly enough for a first down.
You know what I love the most about Moog's running style is if you're going to tackle him, he's going to hit you.
Yeah.
Moog doesn't get hit, he does the hitting.
Yeah.
And the good thing about that is by the time you get in the fourth quarter, you just don't
Most
want to get
people
hit
don't
anymore.
wanna do that.
Yeah.
And then they try to tackle ankles and things like that. And
Arms.
you get
And he can
stepped
run
on.
through those.
Nice ball.
Nice pass once again out to Xavier James.
The X-Man.
Picks up about 7 on that, 6 or 7.
Read option alone.
Second and 3 for the Mavericks.
Hey, Lee, I think we need to go over there. I think we need to go volunteer at the read option just so we can be shouted out.
Yeah,
I
Darren.
love the way the Mavericks have got. Have you seen the new? It's new to me. The stenciling on the
script.
side of the helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, the Maverick script on the side.
Yeah, they posted a picture of it on their social media earlier this week.
Gary Terry's always got something up sleeve. Always.
Anything to try to drum up any type of, news or excitement or, just something fun for the kids or whatever. I like these, but I'm still partial to the traditional silver helmet with the,
I'm not gonna lie
the
to you.
logo on the side.
A nice little Colombian blue helmet would look good with those too, like Darren says.
Nice
There you
cut
go.
Columbia
from
blue.
Moog up to the 30, and he's taken down there by a few Cherokee. Looks like number 20 for the Cherokee, Reed Reynolds, was in on that stop. But another great run there by Moog. Just real quick, I want to shout out this offensive line who's done a fantastic job for Anderson County so far tonight. The starters that we have listed, we have Taylor Davis or Jackson Hill. Looks like Jackson is in there right now at left tackle. Left guard, Jeremy Hall or Connor Isabel. Center, Grayson Bradshaw or Hayden Gray. Because we got the 2 deep, I want to make sure I can get all these kids some recognition. As Zay drops back, throws it once again, and fights forward. Number 6, Xavier James, gets down to almost the 15-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there for the Mavericks.
These Mavericks are running out of bounds. When they catch the ball, they go downhill, and they're gonna. I like the way that they're falling forward, even after contact. They're always moving forward.
They definitely press the game.
Dallas Cole, will you give us an update on the Clinton Dragons score?
So I think going into halftime, the score is 27-7. Shout out to those seniors tonight as well. It's also their senior night. There's a few off the top of my head, like Josh Keith, the starting quarterback, number 77, Eric Page, number 53, Rhett Severs, and so many more of the Dragons. Also, give congratulations to the Dragons for making the playoffs since the first time since 2018. But originally, like they said last week, really real chance since 2009. So
Yeah.
it looks like they'll probably end up playing East Hamilton round 1
In Chattanooga.
in Chattanooga. Yeah,
East Ham.
it's
Not,
that
not
or
far
McMinn,
from your
Yep.
Or I think is it Walker Valley, Walker County?
Walker Valley is a high school. Yes.
Yeah, Walker Valley.
And then just to finish up, right guard Ty Murphy and right tackle Eli Nelson. But yeah, congratulations to Clinton making the playoffs. Anderson County hands it off to Moog once again, right up
Wide
the
open.
middle. He barely got touched. That offensive line that I just shouted out opened up the hole for him, and Moog just punches it into the end zone.
And like y'all were saying earlier, it looks like they're really trying to pad his stats for Michigan football since he's a finalist. So.
But also in just running their regular gameplay since he's been back, he's just been he's played like an all-district, all-state player.
I think Zay Hall has been really. He's gotten more comfortable with the offense Anderson County is asking him to run as the year has progressed. When he first started, I think every now and again there would be a hitch in the giddy up, so to speak, and he looks really comfortable tonight.
The first game that we called for him, I noticed that there were a couple of interceptions, and he just didn't look comfortable back there. And so as the season's gone on, as he's learned his personnel, as everything is kind of come into place, I think he's done a fantastic job leading this Maverick team, especially in district or region play. And he's done a fantastic job, and that's why one of the reasons Anderson County's had so much success with him playing that way, and with Moog getting back inserted in the starting lineup, getting off of that injury. Anderson County looks like a different team than when we saw them the first time this year.
It's kind of interesting. It kind of seems to be the MO of Maverick teams, especially since Coach Gillum has been there, is their starters start for multiple years. It's very rare that you have a one-year starter. Most of the time, he is starting somebody 2 and 3 years at least.
Well, he's built a fantastic culture at Anderson County, so much so that I know, like, he doesn't, and I hate to use the nasty word "R," but Coach Gillum doesn't have to recruit. The program recruits itself. People are wanting to be a part of that culture.
And I keep hearing about a middle school quarterback coming up.
I've heard that.
I believe, from what I've heard, there's a middle school quarterback from I think he plays at Norris who's coming up. He's supposed to be pretty good from what I keep hearing about.
I'm hearing the same.
Well, he won't get his allowance if he's not good. So.
Yeah.
His last name is Gillum. Dallas is looking at me like.
No, I know who he is.
Oh, okay. Is he
Is
on the golf team?
Is he on the golf team, Dallas?
No.
There's an opportunity.
Yeah.
You can go get him.
We got some returning players this year, but I probably have a lot of new faces as well. Wide open, caught by number 7 again.
So it almost looks like the secondary is playing like a zone, and they have been able, South-Doyle on multiple occasions has been able to find the soft spot in the zone and really drop the ball right into their wide receivers.
Yeah, the quarterback's doing a good job of knowing where that soft spot is, too.
Anderson County was running a couple of stunts that time, and I think they're trying to get to the quarterback a little bit, but I'm just concerned about how quickly the receivers are getting behind our DBs.
I really think that they might need to bring a 5th guy or something on a blitz or something.
Well, it looks like they brought a 4th guy in.
Just to make the quarterback uncomfortable.
Our DBs are up tight on the line playing.
think it's going to be a timeout, maybe by South-Doyle. Let's see what the referee calls.
It is South-Doyle.
And a shout out to everyone watching. We just got in our headset. We found out we've got people watching in 36 states and 8 different countries watching ACTV tonight.
What countries?
Watching Anderson County. I bet one of them's the U.S. And maybe
it's 9 countries.
But that's awesome. So thank you all so much for watching. If you all would like to check us out on our Anderson County Television ACTV feed on Facebook, I've got that pulled up. You can comment on that, and I'll see it on there.
Which
and
Facebook feed?
if you could, on the ACTV, if you tell it, shout out what country you're from, that'd be awesome. We love having everybody watching, and it's fantastic, and hopefully you get to see some well played and good football. You have so far, as South-Doyle takes it, hands it off on the inside.
Got about 2 yards on that.
They haven't done much on the ground. I mean, they're not.
I don't know why they need to go to the ground at the moment. Like you said, Anderson County looks like they're running the zone, and
The only reason you would do it is to keep those safeties from, and the linebackers from falling back too far. You want to try to keep the defense honest. Number 5 goes in motion.
And quarterback keeper,
on the back
number
side.
1, got a lot of space.
Cup has some space, cuts back, and he's still
on his
bouncing,
toes.
still going down. And it kind of looks like he's trying to strip the ball instead of just taking him down.
Determined running there.
I think one of Ford's 4 things that he had talked about was what?
Tackling.
Tackling.
That was one of them.
And they didn't look too good on that play.
Somebody's watching from the Bahamas. Clifford Bray.
Nice.
Can't imagine the temperatures right now are much different from us and them.
Bermuda, Bahamas.
It is rather warm. We had a cold snap.
Key Largo.
That's not a different country, Jerry.
Montego.
That is. So it's going to be a false start on number 2 for South-Doyle. I think he got mixed up on the snap count. He took off down the field way before everybody else.
Hey, we got a Joel Gillum from Seattle saying go Mavs.
I believe that's Coach Gillum's brother. I might be wrong about that.
Joel, if you'll let us know how you're related, or if you are related.
Looks like another
timeout.
Timeout by South-Doyle. So it's been fantastic, and thank you all for watching, everybody. ACTV Sports coming to you live tonight from the Corral, home of the Anderson County Mavericks on Maverick Field. And if you missed the entrance, go back on our website, ACTV, and watch it, because it was another fun one.
Either way.
Okay. I wonder if Jamie Chadwell's watching our game.
And we are going to head back down to the field for another quick interview. BJ, go ahead.
I'm here with Lance and the famous Ella. And Ella, I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to be a part of the herd? She's literally speechless. So Lance, tell us, how much training did it take for Ella?
Well, she was originally trained, I bird hunt and duck hunt and stuff, so that's kind of where this all came from. And my brother and Gary Terry and them all knowing how well trained she was, we knew it could correlate to picking up the tee on the field, so that's kind of where it all came from. But to actually get her to get the tee, it didn't take very long.
Well, she does an excellent job.
Thank you. I'll just make sure it
All right.
Hey,
thanks, guys.
Ask him.
Interception. Anderson County intercepted the ball at the 10-yard line. Sorry, but it looks like, was that moved? I can't see. No, number 10.
If you can hear me, ask him if he's got any dogs in that are coming up that are going to be going to get tees in the future.
Maybe in the middle school level.
It's a peewee dog.
So Anderson County intercepts the ball as South-Doyle tries to go deep, and Anderson County will take over from the 11-yard line.
Big shout out to Lance Freeman. He has brought Ella up to CRCS to spend some time with our elementary kids, and she is fantastic. He has done a great job with her to where she raced our kids, played with them, chased balls for them. I mean, she was great. And Lance did pretty good too.
Hill steps back. He throws
Deep
it
ball.
deep. He's
Nice.
got
The X-Man.
again, he steps in. About a 40-yard pass for Anderson County. Gets down to right around the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a big first down, Mavericks. Again, it's that balance. South-Doyle has to keep the guys up on the line to protect against, Moog running the ball. But that does open up the pass. That's why you want to be balanced.
The X-Man lined up in the slot.
So let's see what the Mavericks dial up here. 48, the ball's on the 48-yard line. Right around a little over 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Play action once again over the middle. Oh, in and out of the hands of Strickland. Looks like he had it, but he got hit pretty hard and jarred, and it looks like that jarred the ball loose. That's going to stop the clock, so 4 minutes and 6 seconds left to go until halftime. And we will be bringing you Anderson County's halftime performance, as well as maybe lining up some more interviews around that time. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll bring you all the action, down on the turf at Anderson County. 3 wide receivers to the top. Zay hands it off to Moog. He's following his running backs. He's such a patient runner, too. Like, he'll get that there, and he'll stay right behind that line as they're trying to, open up a seam.
Yep.
But if he sees that seam, he's going to cut, and he's going to hit it, and he's going to go forward.
Plant that foot in the ground and move forward.
Absolutely. It's great to see him back and running well in this offense for Anderson County.
Well, and if you talk to, he's so funny because when he runs hard, but he's such a soft-spoken guy. When you talk to him around school, around campus, certainly when he's up working with our kids, he's such a soft-spoken guy.
There's a flag. It looks like it's probably going to be holding. It's in the area of holding. Let's see what the call is. Yep.
There's something else that he does, a little secret that he uses. If you watch him, he's very skilled with his stiff arms.
Yes.
Pushing people off, pushing people by him. He never runs straight up. He's making himself small, and he's creating opportunities for the defender to bounce off him.
Right. He does get down low. He keeps that low center of gravity. That way, those arm tackles or those where they just try to bounce off of you and knock you off, knock you down, just doesn't normally work on him. So 14 yards to go for Anderson County to try to pick up the first down here after the holding penalty. Zay rolls out. He's looking downfield, lets it go. Incomplete. Good defense. Anderson County may punt the ball. So the turnover was a big play by Anderson County, but they don't turn it into points. So Anderson County looks to punt this ball away. It's 4th and 14.
Well, we got a little break in the action. I just want to mention Jamie Chadwell, alumni of Anderson County, is the head football coach at Liberty. He's currently sitting 8-0 on the season.
Oh, a nice roll there.
In his first year at Liberty. So hats off to him and that program. And they have an outside chance of making a New Year's Six Bowl if they
I saw that.
keep it up.
And they said it might be Auburn. Not for New Year's Six, but play Auburn in the bowl game.
Yeah, but it'd be
It's still
awesome.
a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of football left to be played, but
I would imagine with the games that Liberty has remaining, he's probably favored in every one of them. And a former Tennessee quarterback is his starting quarterback.
And
Salter.
former Clinton Dragon and Anderson County Maverick, Jacob Brock, is on his coaching staff as a assistant.
Huh. How about that?
Graduated from AC, and he's up there helping the offensive line coaches.
Cup keeps it once again, starts 1st and 10 from the 12, gets out to about the 14, picks up about 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for the Cherokees.
Be interesting to see how aggressive South-Doyle chooses to be this deep in their on their side of the field with 2:20 left to go in the half. They've had some success throwing the ball deep, but would they be willing to risk that now?
And it looks like another handoff. He's going to be spun down short of the 20 or maybe right at the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3, maybe 3rd and 2. Yeah, 3rd and 2 for the Cherokees. Anderson County leading 21-10. Anderson County does receive the ball at halftime, as South-Doyle did receive the opening kickoff.
How potent would it be if Anderson County could force a pick 6 or a turnover here and get points and then get the ball back to start the second half?
That'd be huge. Throw the ball deep.
Deep ball. Wow, another great pass by that quarterback. He has really.
Slot receiver, number 5 for the.
No, it's number 7 as well.
Yeah, well, that one was number 5, Marquell Patterson.
But it looks like that quarterback, he really likes the deep ball. I mean,
5'8", 160 pounds.
And he really likes putting the ball deep, and I mean, he has shown it well tonight.
So much for the shadow of the goalpost as they now have the ball touching the 50-yard line.
Yep. And this time he's going to be pulled down. And a big
pressure.
Sack by number 52 for Anderson County. Eli Nelson cuts back through there, gets a hold of that quarterback and slings him down.
You know, that's the first real pressure that they've gotten on him.
Timeout taken by the Mavericks. 1:06 left to go here in the second quarter. Coach Gillum might be looking to try to get this ball back again before halftime.
It's nice to see Anderson County finally get some pressure. I mean, to actually get to the quarterback and drop him those tackles for losses are. I mean, that's a huge momentum killer there.
Oh yeah, that sack right there, that's huge. So it's been the start of the second quarter. There was a lot of scoring that went on real quick, and then it's kind of slowed down.
And it's kind of turned into a defensive battle.
With the interception by Anderson County, and then on that drive, after the interception, South-Doyle forced a punt. And then Anderson County gave up a big play to South-Doyle, and they got around them about the 50, and then a huge sack right there and knocked them back about, 12 yards? 13 yards? Big loss for South-Doyle after that on that sack. And this time he hands it off. Play's blown dead. Looks like it's going to be a false start if they blew the play dead. Maybe a sideline warning. No, it is a false start. It's still going to be second down, so back them up 5 more yards.
Well, it's going to be 2nd and 27.
They put those 2 seconds back up on the clock. So we got people from Johnson City, Lake City, Andersonville, Scotland. Scott Sharp watching from Scotland. Thank you. Seattle. Awesome. And another pressure on the quarterback. He better get rid of it. He fires. Interception by the line.
Yes, sir.
Number 75.
You gotta love that in the stat line.
That's my read option guy, Grayson Bradshaw.
Hey, who had that on their bingo board
Who
tonight?
had a defensive
Golly.
tackle with an interception? Wow.
Hey, did he do the seatbelt thing?
Well, it's a senior night for him too. So I mean, this is a big night for him.
And Anderson County gets the ball back on the 31-yard line.
Player of the game.
58.8. You just happy if you see a big man get a big
Hey,
play.
fat man catch ball, fat man score, fat man dance. That's what Confucius say.
And another timeout by South-Doyle. Wow, what an interception. I saw that coming.
Did you see my hands go up? I saw it coming.
Grayson Bradshaw, 6'2", 300, with an interception. Quick,
Diving.
nimble, diving for the ball.
Yeah, but what you guys are really missing is Grayson has a fantastic beard. You two would appreciate that.
I do appreciate that.
Nice.
Yeah. And I remind you that I did mention how nice it would be if Anderson County could get a turnover, score at the end of the half, and then get the kick for the second half.
Well, I didn't have an interception by the nose tackle on my
bingo board.
On my bingo board there, as Dallas is over there taking selfies.
Well,
yeah, I saw you.
Here's the
circle
thing.
against the square.
There is rarely does anything go wrong when you get penetration against the other team's quarterback. Good things tend to happen, and clearly
he retreated 15, 20 yards and just
Sure.
threw it up in the air.
I'm sure the South-Doyle quarterback was having a conniption on the sidelines because there was nothing going to happen good from that.
You've been talking to your grandmother, haven't you? Conniption.
Oh, Moog with the run. He gets up inside the 10.
Oh, he gone.
He cuts back, puts his head down, arms up, touchdown, Mavericks. Ryan Moog punches it in for not his first, not his second, but his third touchdown of the night.
First half.
Oh, of the first half, and that was a 30-yard run there by Moog. Excellent run, big interception. You like it and that's the second interception. What turnover is part of the Ford's 4?
They were protecting the ball.
Well,
Absolutely.
they protected the ball and they forced 2.
Value possessions.
And that's what they have done. And the kick is up. And it is good. Anderson County extends that lead out. Now up 18, 28-10. And just as a reminder, we will be showing the bands at halftime. At least Anderson County's full show. I don't know with South-Doyle what they have prepared tonight. Sometimes I know they have a competition at South-Doyle every year. Those kind of a showcase. So I'm pretty sure they have their band. We'll show the bands at least.
Do we know if BJ has a trivia question tonight?
I don't know. I haven't heard. I hope BJ has a trivia question tonight. We'll do that either at the end of the second half or into the halftime or sometime in. But yeah, I want to know if BJ's been able to come up with a trivia question for us. Last week's was a pretty easy one.
Larry Sievers. Yeah. She does have. That's fantastic. That's good news.
Oh, we'll see.
We've got to come up with a name for this.
And he's cutting. He's caught from behind. Number 12 with a heck of a return. 19 Strickland. Looks like he saved the touchdown there.
Oh, they got him up. Okay.
And but yeah, number 12 for South-Doyle, DJ Dollison, really made that an exciting return.
5'8", 150 pounds. These guys, the South-Doyle,
they can fly, can't they?
They can. They're not big, but they can move. Seconds
and
to
it
go.
Looks like Clinton's getting ready to come back from halftime once again. The Clinton score 27-7 over Heritage, as Clinton has clinched a playoff spot. looking to possibly try to improve with some other losses, a lot of stuff that goes into it, but improve that playoff ranking as Clinton. It looks like they will get their win tonight. South-Doyle drops back, and a sack
Love to see Anderson County's defense
by a
getting
host
this
of
pressure.
Mavericks.
Love to see the pressure.
Led by number 57, Tom Murphy. Tom Murphy got in there early on that one.
Ty is my neighbor as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he lives literally a house like right down from me.
He's a junior, 6'4", 280. And I think the Cherokees are going to try to run this clock down as much as possible. Cup rolls out to the outside, throws it, and that's going to be incomplete. And that's going to take us to halftime. Your halftime score, Anderson County 28, South-Doyle 10. Once again, please stay tuned. We are going to bring some interviews. We're going to have the band's halftime performance. And we're going to head down to the field here in just a second as BJ is trying to get Coach Gillum as he goes off the field for halftime. But Jared, while we're waiting on BJ, and feel free to cut in whenever, and there she is, BJ.
I'm down here with Coach Gillum. Coach, big interception at the end of the half. What adjustments, especially in your secondary on defense, will you need to make for the second half?
Well, I think we made them late right there in the second quarter. Unfortunately, it's a little too late. We had a bust early. Just in a coverage scheme, our corner thought they ran an out. He actually ran an in and left a guy free on a touchdown. So we've won into a little more of a dime package. They do throw the ball well. They got some really good receivers on the outside. It gives us a little more speed on the field, more DBs on the field, and it gives us a little more variability in coverage. Since we've went in that, they've had a lot of trouble because our DL is getting pressured just with the front four. So I think we've got that figured out. We got to clean up a little bit of special teams on kickoff. Offense has played really well. We had one series we didn't score due to penalties, so we had 3, I think, false starts in that same drive. So I think we get the penalties clean up kickoff. I think we'll be all right.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you in the second half. Thank you.
And thank you.
I will have a trivia question for you
Okay.
coming up.
All right, great. Get it ready.
Thanks.
I can't wait for it. And we are going to go to South-Doyle's band. And so we will be back after the band's play with our first half reactions. Jared, you got something real quick?
BJ's brain teaser.
BJ's brain teaser. We'll try to come up with a name for it. It might be BJ's brain teaser.
It's the only B I could come up with.
I got you. And we'll be right back here on ACTV Sports.
You may now take the field. Introducing the greatest band in all the land is Miss Mary Jo Maddie.
The AC Band proudly presents this year's halftime show, Swirling. The AC Band is under the field direction of Drum Major Mary Jo Maddie. That's me. Band captain for 2023 is Tegan Lowry. Band co-captain is Eli Henderson. Brass officers are Ronna Burnett and Evan Rutherford. Woodwind officers are Austin Knowles and Nevada Smallwood. The percussion captain is Skylar Holmes. And now, the 2023 Anderson County High School Marching Band.
They do.
All right, and now we're going down to BJ for a very special interview. BJ, go ahead when you're ready, and we look forward to this one.
I'm here with Gavin No, who was a player last year for Anderson County, and he's in visiting this weekend. He has a bye week. So, Gavin, how does it feel to be back at your old high school?
It's awesome. I love watching them play. My favorite player is number 18, Nick Moog. He's definitely my favorite player. I love watching him. I love watching him run him over. My cousin plays on South-Doyle, number 20, Reed Reynolds. He's pretty good. I love to watch him too. It's nice to be back. I love my home.
So tell us, how different is college football compared to high school football?
Everybody's fast and everybody's strong. That's it's bad, yeah. Some people will be coming at you. You think they're going to give you a big hit, and they go right around you. I mean, that's just the reality of it. You just got to get used to it.
Yeah, well, we're so happy that you're here visiting this week, and it was nice to visit with you.
Hey, BJ, will you do me one favor? Will you tell Gavin that Darren Leach said, hey, he's my boy?
Darren Leach said he wanted to tell you, hey, because you're his boy. Yeah.
It's nice to see him. Oh, I'm supposed to shout out my grandparents. Can I shout out Jane, Richard, and my papaw Jack? I was supposed to shout them out. I almost got yelled at for that.
Yeah, you have to say hi to Miss Jane.
Yeah, I do have to say hi to Miss Jane. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Are you ready for your trivia question?
Yeah, let's see it. What do you got tonight?
Oh, she's pulling it out of her back. Oh, it's on the phone.
I have to pull it out. And it kind of works out that Gavin's with me because I talked to my good friend, Richie, who is also Gavin's father.
Unfortunately.
Yes, because I said I need a one that's going to stump Darren Leach. I said, now you can't give me one that Darren's going to get easily. So he said, I got one. Okay, so in 1980, R&R Screen Printing in Lake City was printing shirts under the guidance of one Donnie Leach. And the shirts read, Undefeated Lakers 10-0. Who was their first round playoff opponent?
Rule Golden Bears, baby. I was there. The Rule Golden Bears.
I kind of thought you might have been playing. Were you playing then, Darren?
No, I was 10. And Richie was 10 too, despite what he might tell you.
Well, Rural High School, in case our viewers didn't know, actually now feeds to South-Doyle High School, just like Lake City High School feeds to Anderson County High School.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That was a great brain buster there, BJ. I appreciate that. And we look forward to having those anytime that we've got BJ out there. She likes having those trivia questions. 1980 was a little bit before I was born. I didn't know too much about Lake City. If it was more like the actual Anderson County, I think I would have had a shot. But Darren got that one
That's a
with
whole
the rural high
older than
school.
me.
Yeah, it's a lot older than you.
They've been closed down for a while.
I do have to share.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I do need to share that Richie did want me to tell you that over the past 5 years, in case you haven't highlighted that yet, Anderson County's offense has averaged 424 yards per game.
Wow, that's pretty good. The biggest thing that I've seen tonight, as far as the stats go, is the night that Moog has had. 121 yards rushing on 11 attempts, 3 tutties. He also he's 2 for 2 passing whenever he's in that Wildcat formation, with the lone pass touchdown from Anderson County also coming from.
But
Moog,
you know what stinks for him?
What's that?
He was outshined by defensive linemen.
Oh yeah, the big lineman, the interception. That's got to be up there. BJ,
I mean,
what did the sideline do on that interception by the lineman?
Oh, the sideline erupted. It's been very loud on the sideline.
All right, we're going to go back to live play. Thank you, BJ. We'll talk to you again here in just
All
a little
right.
bit. So Anderson County getting ready to receive
Absolutely.
the kickoff.
I don't know if you've noticed, but
yes,
the reference in the trivia question, that was my dad, Donnie Leach at R&R Screen Printing.
Oh yeah, I got it.
I didn't know. I wanted you guys to. I did not know that my dad was going to get a shout out tonight in the broadcast. So that's fantastic.
Do you still have any T-shirts?
Not. And if I did, I couldn't fit in them anymore anyway.
Little squib kick by South-Doyle. Strickland with the return. He spins around. He gets out. He crosses the 40.
He's got a blocker.
Makes the guy miss. Gets out past the 50. Down to about the South-Doyle 48. Anderson County is going to have tremendous field position starting off this drive.
So did they screen print with lead paint back then?
I have no idea.
Maybe in Coal Creek.
No, that's awesome. So how long did your dad have the shop?
You know, I don't know. He had it in downtown Lake City for several years, and you know, he made a lot of stuff for Lake City High School, Lake City Middle School, Lake City Elementary School, and a lot of the city leagues.
That's cool.
Throws a pass out to number 6.
Nice
once
move.
again, another miss. That's got to be a horse collar, right?
No, I think he's grabbed his shoulder. I don't think he grabbed him by the neck.
Nice cut by. The X-Man's
Xavier
having
James.
a game.
He is, and he's already.
I know he was over 103. 103 yards
in
the first
half, and then you add another 20, almost 20 yards, about 19, 18 there, and he's off to having a heck of a game tonight.
A lot of offensive superlatives for the Mavs.
Hands off to Moog. Moog gets past, and he picks up the first down. He's still on his feet.
Breaks loose.
Down to 10,
Touchdown.
5. Is that number 4? Touchdown, Moog.
Do you remember what I told you about the way he runs?
Yeah.
Like people get less and less and less willing to tackle him.
He runs
I think that's
angry.
a fine example.
He runs angry.
And we're just, 1 minute into the third quarter?
And that's from the 30-yard line, so that puts Moog over 150 yards rushing tonight.
And responsible for 5 touchdowns.
4. Oh, no, it is all 5.
4 rushing, 1
and then the
passing.
He's a jack of all trades. And also, Gavin No's favorite player.
That's what I hear.
And it was awesome to see Gavin in this week from the Naval Academy.
Doing a great job there. He's on special teams already as a freshman and doing a good job.
Hopefully he can get some of those.
I watched most of their last game. Unfortunately, they lost. They lost to Air Force.
Was it Navy ranked or was it Air Force?
Air Force.
Air Force is ranked right now.
Yeah.
Air Force is pretty good.
Yeah.
They'll probably, if they don't slip up, they'll be in a New Year's Six pack.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah. You know how they'll get 2 at-larges? They're probably going to be one of them.
Them and Liberty.
Well, Liberty, if Air Force loses, Liberty has a chance, but I don't think Liberty will go in openly. But if the Fighting Chadwells win out and Air Force slips up somewhere,
yeah,
there's a chance.
So here comes Anderson County to kick it off. That was a quick 1-minute drive there by the Mavericks, under a minute. So Anderson County with a 25-point lead right now. And he's going to be taken down, it looks like number 11 for Anderson County on special teams. Yep, number 11 for Anderson County on special teams, Zach Hapney. Shout out to Zach. And his dad, Wayne, and
It's senior night for Zach.
It is senior night. And let me see here. But Zach is only a freshman.
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Oh, I thought he was.
No,
his
it was his sister. Yeah.
I saw him out there on the
Shout out
field.
to Zach and Wayne and the family. I've known them for a while. Not really Zach, but his brother Wayne and I
wanted
graduated
to give you a hard time. I mean, I still can.
Yeah, I know.
Because you guys graduated.
Yeah, we went from kindergarten all through school together. His dad and I did. And the Brain Buster by BJ is the name I decided to go with. It came from a viewer out of Johnson City.
You couldn't have gone with mine.
Now, Brain
It came
Teaser.
in 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah, I like Brain Buster better.
You know, at the interview that BJ had with Coach Gillum at the half, I like what he said about some of the adjustments they've made on defense, and you can really see that. Anderson County's offense was responding right out of the gate, but, I mean, frankly, their defense, they were getting beat. And they've made some adjustments, and they've solved that problem.
He made a reference to a dime package.
Yeah, please explain the difference in the different defenses for people that are watching that may not know.
So
wait, just after this play, though, as there's a nice
ball's up.
Recovered by number
read
10.
Read option fumble.
And number 10 recovers the ball. Dalen Cole picks it up, and Anderson County will take over on the turnover.
Well, Anderson County will end up on offense now, but they talk about a nickel defense and a dime defense.
Yes.
And so a nickel defense a nickel defense makes sense because there's 5 defensive backs on the field.
Right.
A dime defense is 6 defensive backs, and it makes no sense because a dime is 10.
Right.
So, but that's the difference.
And so with the typical nickel, you'll have 3 cornerbacks and 2 safeties. For the dime, you normally bring in an extra cornerback, so you have 4 cornerbacks and 2 safeties.
Yeah, a lot of times they walk that one up and they can cover the slot or they can play run defense.
Number 2 with the run.
The Russo.
Nice spin move. He's taken down after a nice pickup.
Waylon LaRue.
So it looks like possibly 2nd down and 1 for the Mavericks.
I hate to tell the Cherokees defense, but Nick Moog's in the backfield.
And it looks like they're getting
back out to
LaRusso.
Waylon again.
Looks like they're trying to get number 2 involved a little bit.
And he's pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. So it is going to be 1st and 10 Mavericks from the 20 as they move into that red zone area. Once again, thank you all so much for watching ACTV tonight as we're bringing live high school football action from Anderson County High School as they play host to Cherokee. Or the Cherokees of South-Doyle.
Good lead block.
Yeah, and he gets down, picks up about 9 yards. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard. Oh. Anderson County leads 35-10. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
You got to love the shout-out to Andy Garrett on the feed on Facebook. Andy Garrett is my hero.
Was that said by Andy Garrett?
No, no, it wasn't. But I would understand why you might think that.
Yeah, that's just his personality. Love Andy. 2nd and 1 for the Mavericks. Moog in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. Moog goes out, passes it out. Oh, he drops
blockers.
it.
Oh, goodness. And he had receivers ready to block as well.
Andy Garrett did say ACTV rules.
Yes. Well, that's the only way Moog really hadn't gotten to the end zone is receiving. If he had caught that one clean, he probably could have walked in. Yeah, he probably could have walked into the end zone on that one.
You know, that would be a good trivia question, and I bet Richie No could dig that up. Has there ever been a Maverick that has thrown a touchdown pass, caught a touchdown pass, and a touchdown run in one game?
I bet there has in the past, 10 years or so, what Anderson County's done offensively. I'm sure that there has.
Hey, Darren, what is a cork tourney?
Cork is the game we used to play in Lake City pretty regularly. We used to have all kinds of cork tournaments. In the summer when school was out,
And it looks like someone's down for Anderson County. It might be Moog.
Moog had that bad knee injury at the state championship game last year.
Let's just hope he's just a little shaken up and he's sitting up. We'll see. We'll take a break from the action, and Darren Leach can explain to us what a cork tourney is. Has the statute of limitations run out
On court?
on illegal betting on cork?
Oh, I don't think we ever bet on it. None of us ever had any money.
Dallas, give us a quick score update for the Clinton Heritage
So
game.
with 4 minutes, fourth quarter, 11 minutes and 40 seconds, the Clinton Dragons are up 34-21 against Heritage.
Looks
And
like
it looks
Dragons
like
are
Clinton's
grabbing the ball.
driving.
Moog's been down for a minute over there.
Come on. Get up, buddy. Fantastic. He's running off the field. Outstanding.
That's what you want to see.
And he's
Smile on his face.
I feel better.
I feel a lot better. Absolutely.
You know, with the history that he has, it's it's always scary to see him go down. So good to see him up, and with the lead, 25-point lead, about midway through the third quarter, you may see him take the rest of the night off. I don't know. We'll see.
I believe he's earned it, if that is the case. With 5, if he's responsible in some way for all 5 Anderson County touchdowns so far tonight.
I have a feeling Mr. LaRue might be responsible for the next one.
Zay Hall,
Or maybe not. The X-Man.
Touchdown.
And that's going to be another pass.
Nice.
That little flip forward does count as a pass. First touchdown pass of the game for Hall. And touchdown, Mavericks.
Fabian James.
Anderson County has extended this lead past 30. So I believe at the quarter, they'll start the running clock. Does it start right away? Okay. Well, it's not running right now.
Well, this is an untimed down. I don't know what the rule is about that, but.
And the kick is up, and it is good.
I would imagine that they will hit the running clock.
Well, so far, my score of 42-6 is the closest, but unfortunately, we still have a quarter and a half or more left to play.
I told you they was going to drop 50. They're on track.
Mavs by 50.
Mavs by 50. Which means at this point they'll have to score 60, but I don't think we'll get there. We have a touchdown that was unaccounted for, fluke play. Okay, I'm going with that.
So Anderson County lines up to get ready to kick this ball off. Maybe BJ down on the sideline might be able to get an update on Moog. And hopefully, if it is some sort of injury, it's just they pull him for caution for the rest of the evening. And the kick is up, and it is away. Received at about the 6-yard line.
Good return.
And he goes out of bounds at about the 31-32. I tell you what, that number 12 can
He's
run
speedy.
now.
South-Doyle, exactly. South-Doyle has a lot of speed. They, at their skill positions, but they're small. I'm looking through their roster with these skill positions, and you're looking at, wide receivers at 160, 150, 5'6", 5'7", 5'8".
Number 2 is bigger than 5'6".
Yeah, up there at the top of your screen. Yeah, he is a tall one.
What size? What do they have him at?
They've got him listed number 2.
Yeah.
6'5", 200 pounds.
Okay. I was like, he ain't no 5'6".
Yeah, he's got the defensive back on him by about a foot. I'm a little surprised they haven't targeted him a little bit more with his size. TJ Upton. He's a junior. Like you said, 6'5", 200.
maybe he's having Thornton issues. Can't catch the football.
Now,
Anderson
they
County,
tried.
Anderson County's decided they're defending South-Doyle with 4 down linemen, and that's all they're sending, and everyone else is going to be in the
Cover.
secondary.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Well, for South-Doyle to get back into this ball game, they're going to have to pick up chunk plays. I mean, they've got one linebacker in there that's going to spy the backfield, and everybody else.
He's been dropping most of the time.
And that pass was broken up there by Israel Small, and he slid out there. And
So who is in at linebacker? Normally it's Moog. 40 is in there for him right now.
That's, I think, Logan Crumpley. He's a junior.
There's
number 2.
I told you, he's too big not to have been involved more. Number 40 is Dominic McMillan.
I was off.
Great option. Dominic McMillan. Just needed to point that out.
A lot of these seniors seem to be involved in that.
Yeah, it's been a heavily senior program over the last few years.
Well, when you have the credits to graduate, you have a little more freedom, right? I mean,
Right.
Yeah, there's going to be a flag.
And that's going to be pass interference. Number 7 stopped to turn around.
Well, it's
to
not a
come back to it,
spot
and he got
foul.
and he ran through it.
it's not a spot foul.
It's not a it's not a spot
high
foul.
school
It's 15
football.
yards.
It'll be 15-yard penalty.
So here comes the Cherokees. This has been their best drive of the day of the second half. Hands it off to number 12. That's that speedy guy that returned the ball.
That should have been a hold right there on 5. Anybody see that?
Yeah, they're not, on a blowout game like this, they're not really going to call it as tight.
Their wide receivers did a good job of blocking down the field. They had 3 wide receivers on that side, and they had a pretty good seal. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody go so hard in motion as number 8 towards the left sidelines.
And then they stopped him.
Oh, big defensive play by 57.
They didn't blow the whistle.
No, that's an incomplete pass.
I don't know that they blew the whistle. Now they're calling incomplete.
Well, they're a day late and a dollar short, if you ask me.
His arm was definitely coming forward with the ball. Yeah. And that was a big play there by the defensive line. That's what they need to do. They need to get some more pressure on that quarterback to try to slow this passing game down. They're not going to bring any of the defensive backs up, so they're just going to have to get pressure with that front 4. Was that 52 again that got in there, or was that 57?
52.
He's the one that had that big sack earlier as well.
Eli Nelson.
And that should be a hold on 75, but Cup scrambles forward for a short gain. It's going to be 3rd down and about 5 or so for the Cherokees. And we're just going to toss it down real quick to B.J. Caldwell on the sideline, who does have an update on Moog. B.J., go ahead when you're ready. And here comes South-Doyle. There's a flag on the play.
There'll be a second flag for a face mask.
See what this penalty calls are. There's 2 different flags on the play. There's going to be a false start on the offense, and then a personal foul face mask on Anderson County. Penalties do offset, and they will replay 3rd down.
on the sidelines and asked him what kind of injury or how he was feeling, and he said he was ready to play.
Well, that's good to hear. So nothing major for Moog. So thank you, BJ. Appreciate that update from the sideline. That's what we want to hear. I know he says he's ready to play, but just to be honest, I kind of hope that they just kind of keep him out just to get ready for the playoffs. And
Absolutely.
there's something going on down there on the sideline or on the end zone. They're All right, so here comes the Cherokees once again. They're trying to get in the end zone. Number 7 on the end around. He picks up enough for the first down. Not much more than that. He does get inside the 20 down to right around the 19-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 Cherokees from there. Anderson County with a 32-point lead. Time continues to tick down. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
Also, as we have some time right here, the Clinton score now is 34-28, while Heritage is making a little bit of a comeback. With 6 minutes and 40 seconds left.
So Cherokees have gotten motion. Play action. Quarterback looks over. Number 40, the replacement there at middle linebacker. Dominic McMillan, who's replacing Moog right now, came over and had a good shot at an interception. But it was a great pass deflection.
He kept it.
Quarterback keeper.
He gets inside the 10.
Maybe got the first, maybe just
Maybe
short.
It's close. Let's see where they mark it.
I think they're going to mark him just short.
About a half-yard short.
Have to give Cup some credit. He's got some guts. He'll stick his chin in there.
They go for that brotherly shove.
So this may be the last play of the third quarter.
See if they even line up and go for one more. As 15 seconds is left.
Depends on how much time's left on the play clock.
They don't look like they are.
And it looks like that is going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Here at the end of the third quarter, your score, Anderson County 42, South-Doyle 10. We're going to take it down to BJ. She's got another interview there on the sideline with the drum major for Anderson County. BJ?
Yes, I'm here with Mary Jo Mattingly, the drum major for Anderson County High School. And can you tell us what got you into band?
Yeah, just the music. I've always loved music since I was super little, and I just always wanted to be a part of the football game somehow. So being in the band made sense to be able to watch the football and also enjoy music at the same time.
So can you tell us one of your favorite band memories?
My favorite band memory I've made so far is the first time we ever performed halftime, and I was able to conduct. This is my second year in band. So freshman year I did cheer, sophomore year I tried theater, and then junior year I finally joined band, and it's been my favorite thing I've done in my high school experience so far. So
now you're a senior this year, so what are your plans for next year?
Next year I'm going to go to a 4-year college and maybe eventually go to dental school. So that's the goal.
That's a great goal. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, BJ. I appreciate the interview. And as an old band member myself, anytime that we can highlight the band and That type of thing is just it's fantastic. So good luck. Congratulations on a great senior year, and good luck in your future. And yeah, anytime that's what we're here to do is really just to highlight these kids. We're here for them. We're here to just try to shine the spotlight on what everybody's doing. So here comes South-Doyle. Oh no, he had to keep it. He had to keep it because that would have been a fumble if he had handed it off.
Who was that number?
Number 4.
Israel Small.
All I
safety.
know is we all had the same reaction.
I was say he just busted that offensive line.
We've got to get that audio and dub it for things here at ACTV.
Oh, yeah.
Ow.
He did. He cut right through that line. He read that play from the start and blew it up in the backfield.
Second down. Oh, did they not? Oh, okay. That was third.
No, they got the first down.
And
throws it up in the end zone. Incomplete. He tried to just throw it up to number 2, which I think with a 6'5" receiver is not a bad plan.
But he had a defender in his face before he could get the ball off.
But the defender's 6 inches or more shorter than he is. That's a tall wide receiver out there.
No, I'm talking about the defender in the quarterback's face.
Oh, yes.
Quarterback had some pressure on him that time.
It looks like Anderson County is starting to, send a couple more guys in there.
Dally.
We have a Clinton score update as the Dragons just scored, and the score is 40-28 with 5 minutes left in the fourth.
And
I think they are going for 2.
Steps up in the pocket. He scrambles, dives.
He gets stopped. Oh, no, he's still up.
You got to give credit to Small. He's bringing the lumber on these last series here from
So Clinton was
Anderson
going
County.
for 2 to extend it out to a 14-point lead, but they come up short, and Clinton leads Heritage 40-28 with 5:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. With Clinton's trying to get another win under their belt.
So here comes the goal line attempt for South-Doyle.
4th down.
You got 2 guys up at the top of your screen. Watch out for number 2. And that slot guy, watch that on a little in route.
Small blitzing from the edge.
Look at him. Did you see him?
Yeah, he got a running back over there to block, to chip, or try to do something. He throws it up in the
Intercepted.
air.
I bet it. Intercepted. Told you.
Strickland with the
He
interception.
might be down on the 1, though.
No.
Yeah, they're going to mark him at the 1, I think.
I think they may have signaled touchback.
Oh, I thought he was going, waving his hands.
So that's going to be the
It looks like
third
it's gonna be on the
interception of the day for Anderson County.
I love the adjustments that Anderson County's made. The pressure they've been able to put on South-Doyle's quarterback with their 4-down linemen has been critical at this point. When you're throwing off your back foot and you're throwing as you continue to back up for pursuit, that's not a high completion percentage.
No, and it does look like Ron Moog is back in there, so he's going to try to.
Who?
Moog?
Yeah, what'd you call
Nick, sorry.
Yeah.
Ryan.
I
said Ryan. I
Yeah.
apologize.
There was a Ryan.
Yeah. Nick Moog is back in there.
Not in many years there's not been a Ryan.
And
You're
there
not a
goes
Ryan Moog.
Running up. He switches hands, gets out to the 30, 35, cuts back, 40.
Watch the way he runs. He never stands up straight. Everybody that hits him falls off. And then when he's getting ready to deliver a
leaning
shot,
forward.
I mean, he does the hitting. People don't hit Moog.
You know,
Moog
one of the
hits
things that I love about him too is he's patient.
Very patient.
Too many running backs outrun their blocking. He was patient, and because of that, he probably got 7 or 8 more yards.
So right now, I believe unofficially he's at like 170, 175 rushing, because he was at 120 at half. He got a 30-yard run. He was out, and then he just picked up 20 more right there.
So we'll see if we can get some stats before we go off the air here for end of game.
Gets the ball out to about the 45-yard line.
Cole's had a nice game. I mean, he hasn't been option 1. That's been the X-Man, but he's
playing both sides. He's made some plays on defense too.
He has. He's had a really nice game. read option member. Just throw that out
But
there.
we won't say who was on coverage whenever that touchdown was scored. But he's read option man.
Ronnie Lott's been scored on, so
Yeah,
we'll
right.
just move on.
Oh, I definitely would have been scored on if I was out there trying to guard that kid.
Hall takes the snap. You got 3 up at the top, 1 at the bottom.
Oh, and
Quick
Nice.
speaking
glance
of
to
him,
the inside.
Let's keep talking about him. Keep talking about him.
Telling you guys, you go through that, look at my read option list for tonight. That's critical.
It's
critical
fire.
for the Mavericks.
Are you saying that you have an influence?
No, but I'm saying people that are servants are leaders. That's what I'm saying. And those boys are all
100%.
in
Amen
a
to
servant's
that.
role, and it doesn't surprise me that they're leaders on this team.
Look at you getting all philosophical here in the fourth quarter.
That's the Bucks.
and
And here comes
And it
another
looks like
pass
here-
to Xavier. He gets inside the 30.
And it
Anderson
loo-
County continues to move the ball down the field.
And it looks like with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter of the Clinton Dragons game, Heritage just scored to make it a 6-point game. Well, they got
Pending
field goal.
the extra
Yeah.
point, it'll be 5. And it doesn't make sense for them to go for 2, so they'll kick a field goal. Or
Well,
an
I'll tell
extra
you-
point.
Tell you what, at one point, Clinton's game was about a quarter ahead of Anderson County's with this
Yeah.
running clock. Anderson County's almost caught up to him.
Yeah.
And our game may be over before theirs is. Hall looks
Oh.
deep, has a
Nice
receiver.
pass, number 10, Dalen Cole.
Touchdown, Mavericks. Number 10, Cole into the end zone.
Jaron
Excellent
Leach's
looking.
boy right there.
Listen, I got to give Hall credit. I mean, the play was called to his left, and nothing was open. And he checked that. He went through his progressions, checked over to the
He
other
looked
side
him
of the
off.
field.
He looked him off the whole time. He knew where he was going. He looked him off. That's what he did.
But excellent pitch and catch there by Anderson County to tack on 6 more. And the extra point is good. Anderson County 49, South-Doyle 10. Anderson County just extends this lead out even more.
My prediction was 50-7. I'll just want you guys to know.
I said 57-7.
No. Yeah, I believe you're right.
We'll see.
They're gonna have to get the ball back quickly to have time left because that clock will be rolling.
But this second half for Anderson County has been good. I mean, they are finishing the game off the way that the coaches want them to finish this game off.
Really have a statement going into the playoffs next week.
They absolutely, and that's exactly what they wanted to do.
It's Anderson County is going to have 4 losses going into the playoffs, but I don't believe anybody's going to be looking forward to having them on their schedule in the postseason. They're going to be a tough out.
You know, you look at that record, and after tonight, it's going to be 6-4. And if you're in the playoffs and you look up and you see a team is 6-4, and that's who you're playing, you know that you may get a false sense of security playing a 6-4 team in the playoffs. But those first 4 games, you didn't have Ryan Moog, or why do I keep saying Ryan? You didn't have Nick Moog, and that is a huge player for Anderson County.
Sure.
Top-rate talent we have here at ACTV, folks. Top-rate.
I saw a statistic that Anderson County put out this week about Moog's numbers for the season, and when I first looked at it, I thought, well, that's pretty good. And then it dawned on me
really
he didn't
stand
play.
out.
He didn't play the first 3 games of the season, and then you look at it and you go, that's outstanding.
Yeah, when you
missed a third of the year.
When you divide that number by 7 instead of by 9, or by 6 instead of by 9,
Right.
Those the 800, 900 yards, whatever, really stands out a little bit more. and he's definitely over the 150-yard mark today. He's probably approaching 200. He has the 2 passing completions, the touchdown that way, 4 touchdowns rushing. There's not much else you can say about him and his effort tonight. So it's going to be a timeout by South-Doyle with 4.5 minutes left. And so I guess we need to we need to start to consider our offensive and defensive players of the game.
How much time do you need to consider that?
For offense, not much at all. And if anybody disagrees with Mr. Nick Moog being the player of the game, I would like to hear, for the offensive side, I would like to hear your argument so I can laugh at you. Anybody? Bueller? A close, and to be fair, a close second is going to be Xavier James. He had an outstanding day receiving.
Anderson County's had a nice dual threat. I mean, throwing the ball, running the ball. They were the total package offensively tonight.
And we just got from our headset a game of interest. Greenville is up 20-13 against Elizabethton with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So AC could probably be seeing one of those, if not maybe both of those teams in the playoffs they have in years before.
Yeah, I mean that's been the thorn in the side for Anderson County is Greenville. And really Elizabethton as well, until they broke through. This is not going well. Nope. Until they broke through last season and finally, won that state championship on that undefeated season.
They beat Elizabethton, didn't they?
Yes, in the playoffs.
Yeah. I didn't think they did. They didn't play Greenville last year.
No, Elizabethton beat Greenville.
Yeah.
And from last night, Oak Ridge 55, Campbell County 28, as the Wildcats are surging towards the playoffs as well.
Another big game last night was Powell versus West. West kind of went right there on the last drive.
There's a pick from the Mavericks, and he's going the distance.
For number 17 for the
Another
Mavericks.
touchdown. Touchdown, Mavericks. Number 17 with that interception here in the fourth quarter.
That is Trey Rowe.
They've had that quarterback for South-Doyle playing off his back foot, throwing off his back foot.
100%.
During the second half.
And, boys, I hate to mention this, but Trey Roll, he's a read option kid.
He's a good kid.
I'm just telling you.
All right, and so for the defensive player of the game,
I'm with Jared.
Gotta
go the lineman.
The lineman with the interception.
You got to go with it.
All right, so
I mean, it's got to be that.
We just did see a pick six.
Small had a great game defensively. He broke up a lot. He was a game changer coming off the blitzes here in the second half. And number 52 had a pass breakup and a couple of sacks. Eli Nelson, he's had a great game as well. But, when you get to see a big man dive and get an interception on his senior night, we got to give it to him. There he is. So we'll do we'll go ahead and call it so that way BJ can try to line up the after the game.
He doesn't really have a beard. You told me he had a beard.
Grayson, he did have a beard for a high schooler.
He had chin hair.
For a high schooler, that's pretty good. Grayson Bradshaw is going to be our defensive player of the game, and then Nick Moog for the offensive side.
And before the pick took place, the pick six, I was saying that the Powell and West game last night was a very close game, as they went into overtime and West won, I think, off of 24-23. So that would be an interesting matchup if Clinton has to play either one of those teams again, and if they make it in the playoffs a little bit further.
Oh, ball's out. Looks like it is recovered.
Like
Number 8 there by South-Doyle jumps on it.
And Also, another big game right now is Ray County's up 29 against East Hamilton at 28, and that could also decide. Oh, that is a final. Ray County beat East Hamilton, so that could affect who Clinton plays in the playoffs. And speaking of that, Clinton just scored with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, and the score is pending the extra point. 47-35 with 2 minutes 12 seconds left in the fourth.
Yeah, that looks like that probably
And
put it out of reach there.
That could have been another interception by number 40. That may have changed our defensive player of the game.
Your defensive, I don't know, your defensive award may ought to go to Coach Lambert, because after the adjustments Anderson County made with their defensive front, I think
secondary, yeah. No, I mean
that's turned the tide.
Oh, absolutely. And
we don't say that word after last week.
My apologies.
The referees didn't cost anybody this game, so no, I'm just playing. Cup throws it out to the outside, and it's dropped.
I think South-Doyle's kind of a little rattled going and finish this game.
And that's just what one of the Fords for was, practice the way you, or play the way that you practice in the game. And this is finishing the game.
Do what you've been taught, execute what you know how to do.
And it looks like a lot of new people, especially there on the line for Anderson County. Getting some younger players or some seniors in the game that maybe not get to play a lot.
And while caught.
And he picks up the first down. He's still going. So there's a first down by South-Doyle. Cup drops back once again. Throws it deep.
Ball. Wide open man. Caught.
Pushes the defensive back off. He's still running.
Nice move.
And he's taken down there. Now, this is the second string defense for Anderson County. Because, I mean, you got a running clock. You're up by 46
I'll be surprised
points.
if they might get one more playoff.
I think they're going to try to.
They got to get the chain set.
Physical fitness is a chain game.
If they
Always
do
critical.
score here, my 17 points will hit. And it looks like it's going to.
Touchdown, Cherokees.
Yeah, but Anderson County doubled your prediction for them, so.
What's the point?
And that's the ball game.
Your final score, Anderson County 56, South-Doyle 16. And we do have some interviews set to come up after they shake hands and show the sportsmanship. And we are going to be able to speak to both players of the game. Nick Moog on offense, Grayson Bradshaw on defense. And guys, pretty dominant show tonight here by Anderson County.
This is everything you want to see. I mean, defense played well, offense played well. Big night for your seniors. I mean,
And to your point, the defensive adjustments in the second half worked, and
that made a big difference. That's because South-Doyle was still hanging around until they actually switched that up. And I don't even know. I think that adjustment may have come late in the second quarter. It may not have come at halftime. But throwing in that extra defensive back and everything, that was a big turning point for Anderson County.
Well, one of the things, too, that like on senior night, I played basketball, baseball, and when you're done with high school, you can still play those sports. But for a lot of high school football players, when they finish playing high school football, that's the last time they'll suit up. And so those senior nights at your home stadium, that's a big deal.
You're talking about Greenville. The last game I ever played in uniform was at Greenville. And I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
We lost. If we'd won, we would have gone to the playoffs. We didn't. And yeah.
I hope that when BJ talks to our players of the game, I hope that I do not know if they can hear me, but Ryan, if you can communicate this, they both are read option participants.
All right, and we're going to head down to BJ right now with Coach Gillum. BJ, go ahead whenever you're ready with the Region Champ Mavericks.
Well, I'm here with Coach Gillum and the Regional Champs Mavericks. And Coach, your defense really seemed to step up in the second half.
They did. I was telling you that at halftime, made some adjustments about how we're playing on the back end. You know, they really struggled, I think, to even get first downs after that. So hats off to Coach Lambert and Coach Shadwell and Coach Sloan and Coach Cotton made some good checks there. And it was really checkmate at that point. Offense played good all night, so that's the penalties out of the way. Just a good night for the Mavs.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your regional win.
Yep. So 7 region titles in a row and 7 years with no losses in the region. Quite a compliment to our program and these kids right here.
Absolutely. What a great accomplishment.
Oh!
Look out, BJ.
I think they're supposed to pour that on his head. It looks like he might have had an accident.
That's so cool.
Hey, BJ, can you get Nick
Coach,
moved?
what do you say?
No, for the seniors. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Nick? You're today's offensive player of the game. Tell me how that feels and what was the turning point tonight. You had 4 touchdowns tonight's game.
4 rushing and 1
It felt great to come out
passing.
here with my team and finish out the season. You know, this is the 7th year in a row that we ain't lost a region game, so it felt great to come out here and get it done.
Ask him about the mustache.
So Nick's a returning All-State running back. Been a little banged up. He's gotten better as the years went on. Maybe one of the best football players in the state of Tennessee. He's gotten faster and faster. Got a little bit of a haircut and got this stash this week. It seemed to really add a step or two, especially in the second half.
Absolutely. Now, you seem to get a little banged up in the game. How do you feel for next week?
I'm going to recover just like normal and feel great and come in with the same mentality. I'm going to run through everybody in school. So.
Great.
Hey, BJ, I want you to know.
What does read option mean to you?
Oh, it means everything to come out here with these kids. You know, most of the time we're up in their gym and we get to do some work with them, read with them, and then we get to play a game, which is always fun. So.
That's a great program.
Yeah, and if we can, before we go, shout out to Mr. Leach and the program they do. Such a wonderful job working with those young kids and allowing us to be a part and help those guys. So
Get number 75, BJ.
Can't appreciate them enough.
Grayson Bradshaw.
Absolutely.
Grayson Bradshaw.
And I needed to talk to Grayson Bradshaw, number 75.
BJ, Grayson Bradshaw is another read option kid.
Grayson, you had a big, you were another read option kid. So Darren asked me to ask you about that first.
Yes, ma'am. It's a great program. We get to go up there and read to the kids. Today we made an obstacle course for them today, and they got to run through that. And it's just a great experience, being able to give back to the community and just be a Maverick, really.
Now I'm going to tell you, you're every lineman's hero today for intercepting the ball. Can you walk us through that?
Well, without my defensive ends, I wouldn't have been able to do that because they got to the quarterback and it was going backwards. And I saw the running back leaking out, and I was like, you know, I'm going to be an athlete this play. So I just saw the ball coming right to me, and I jumped in front, and I'm still in an adrenaline rush. I've never done that before.
That was a big turning point for us.
Absolutely.
Big turning point. They had a little bit of momentum. The game was still in reach. Got us an extra touchdown going into half, so that was a huge play.
Hey, how do you feel about the crowd today? Because the crowd really seemed to bring a lot of energy and everything to the playing.
Yeah, they did. You know, for the last few weeks, the band, the crowd has just been so involved in a game. It makes it hard for the other team to operate, and it brings life to our kids. You know, in Anderson County, our whole community, football, basketball, baseball, softball, track, girls soccer, volleyball, so all the programs so successful. The kids are cheering for each other, coming out and supporting each other, and just everybody's excited to be a Mav and to come out here on Friday nights and support each other in the other nights. So it means a lot to these guys and to us to just see not only the community support, but I do think it takes it up a notch when their friends show up on Friday nights and just cheer so hard for us.
I absolutely agree. Well, congratulations again, and I want to give you time to celebrate with your team. And good luck next week, guys.
Great job. Thank you, BJ. And as we come back here in the studio, that's what high school football is about. All those kids celebrating, giving their teams, their players, giving them a little bit whenever they get the little bit of the spotlight, and it's so awesome to see.
Well, and I know I've been kind of joking with you guys tonight about how much I'm promoting our read option kids, but when you see those boys come up every week and invest in other people, it's impossible not to cheer for them and want them to do well and to represent their school, their teammates, and really that's kind of what it's all about. You encourage those good behaviors, and then those high school kids are working with our elementary students. And hopefully good creates good, creates good, creates good. And, I'm just so pleased to see our guys do well in the way they represent their school, the way they represent their team. Again, when I was in high school, I don't know that I would be wanting to go up and volunteer at read to an elementary school group. And these guys do it every week. So to see them excel, there were so many of them that played well tonight. X-Man played well. Moog, obviously. Cole. Just so many of our read option kids stepped up tonight and were big in this win. So just a big congratulations, shout out to them.
Hey, before we button it up, Dallas, give us the final score of the Clinton Heritage Games gone final.
I think it was they took the score, but it was 47-35. Yep. Clinton won, so congratulations to Clinton as well, and also congratulations to AC. A big win for both programs tonight, and really looks good for the county and the schools.
So absolutely, we love it when both schools win.
I want to say. Clinton has finished the year really strong. They've got 2 wins. They're going to the playoffs with a winning streak. That can be contagious. Anderson County has won their region. 7 years without a region loss. They're going to the playoffs. We're not going to be covering a game next week. And if you at all possible can go out and support these kids at their respective schools or their respective games, I encourage you to do that. These kids work hard all year long, and what the community thinks of them is important to them. And so I just encourage you guys to go out and check out a playoff game. And congratulations to both of these programs on great seasons. And I look forward to doing more sports here on ACTV as we get into winter and spring sports.
Absolutely. And thank you all so much for another wonderful football season. I know basketball is getting ready to start up here. Darren, thank you for joining us here on ACTV. And BJ over at the field, thank you. Thank you to all of our camera people, Andy and Ryan, Sam and Molly, and just everybody that's involved. We really appreciate Will and everybody like that. And we kind of wrapped it up. My final thoughts, Anderson County, big win tonight as they get ready to go into the playoffs. Again, they'll host next week. If they win, they'll host again. So like Jared said, get out there, support these kids. But right now, we're going to leave you with one more shot of the CRCS read option. And as Darren's pointed out, and we have loved watching tonight, and see what these high school students who they may be stars. We may give all the accolades on the field on Friday nights, but throughout the week, they're just great men. Great young men. So one more time, let's take it out to the CRCS. Thank you all once again for watching, and good night, everybody.
Hey, quarterback, you ready? Yeah. All right.